she gonna go?
Life.
She's gonna go.
Hello. Welcome to 10 and 2. Today we're going to be exploring this 1969 McLaren kit car. It's been sitting a long time, about 40 years. The last time it was insured was November 1985, which is a while back. I was only 4 months old. So we're gonna have to check all the fluids, probably change every single one of them. Anything that's rubber, it's gotta go. So let's dig into it. I'll show you around. All right, here she is in all of her glory. Don't mind the dust. I have a little look-see in there. It's pretty cramped. I did manage to squeeze myself into the driver's seat just once. It's a nice driving position, although I haven't driven it yet. But it's getting out that's the tricky part. And then one other time, I wedged myself in under the dash there to change some heater hoses. Let's see what we can do about opening up this clamshell. Oh, hold on. It's gonna need 2 hands. Well, there you have it. What do you think? My guess is a 2.8 out of a Chevy Citation. I could be wrong. Let's have a look at the other side. There you go, you can see some of my nice new blue hoses that I've put on. And some orange heat barrier that I put on that other hose over there. It gets pretty close to the exhaust manifold that they've routed along the back of the engine. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like a little baby turbo there. And there's some belts and an air conditioning compressor. Hope all this stuff works once we get this up and running. We've already taken the fuel cell out, which used to live in that big old hole right there. And we had a new one made. And it's just out right now, having some brackets attached to it. And it should be back soon for me to put back in. And then we'll just need to do an oil change and fire this thing up. All right, I'm gonna change the oil in this Monza now. How do you change the oil in a 69 Monza with a 1980 Chevy Citation engine in it? Well, you find the drain plug. Right there. Simple. Pull the drain plug out. The filter's up here. You can't really see it right now, but it's there. Right where it would be on a Citation, if this was the front of the car. But anyways, you want to make sure you've got your gloves on, because oil is a known carcinogen and it causes cancer in the state of California. So you don't want to have hand cancer. Nobody will shake your hand anymore. So let's pull this plug out and see what kind of nasty snot is in there. Been sitting around for the last 40 years. I made myself this little fancy dancy funnel so I wouldn't pour oil all over the cross member here. I'm gonna hit the bucket. Let's find out. Well, it's so thick it doesn't come out the end of the funnel. Oh no, I dropped the drain plug in there. That's why. Oh well. At least I'm hitting the bucket. It looks like oil, which is surprising. It's just really, really, really black. I'm gonna let it drain for a long time. It's cold. Ideally, you'd want to change it hot, but I don't want to run the engine with this stuff in it, so I'll let it drain out for 20 minutes or so. Change the oil filter while I'm waiting. And I'm gonna put some new oil in. Well, all right, we got the fuel tank back, and it's not leaking anymore. It better not be leaking anymore, because I'm gonna put this in for real this time. But I had to dry out the inside because of the leak detection fluid they used, which I think was just water. It smelled like water. I didn't taste it. But anyways, I've got to put this back in, and there's a nice, beautiful ring of threads that needs to go in here. But how do I pull this and then put this in and put the bolts in like that? Well, I'm gonna make an installation bolt. I'm gonna take this bolt that threads into all of these, but I only need one, and I'm gonna cut the head off, and then I'm going to put a slot in it for a slotted screwdriver. I'll put this in, and thread the bolt into the most convenient hole up at the top here. That will allow my ring to stay in place, and I'll be able to put the rest of the bolts in and only have to fight it just a little bit. So let me show you how to make an installation bolt. All right, grab your trusty cutoff wheel, keep the guard in place, safety glasses, and we'll just slop the head of this bolt off. Stay with me here, come on. All right, there we go. One head removed. And we'll cut a little slot in there. Slotted bolt, which will facilitate taking it out. And even though I'm only putting it in finger tight, there we go. One installation bolt. You could keep it for other things, other installations. Maybe clean it up, but I'll probably just throw it in the garbage. Okay, now we can check this in here for real. Put this in, and do it this way. There we go. Now I can start all the bolts and tighten them down and throw this fuel tank in.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
So I'll turn the key on. Obviously we'll see that we have electrical, and if we do, I'm gonna guess we want to make sure this bad boy's in neutral.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Guess we'll know if I'll just hit it ever so slightly.
It's shocked too.
Okay, I don't have any power. Yeah, no power. Now if I hit dimmer, that should be running lights.
Yeah, running lights.
Yeah, running lights here. So that tells me there's a switch for running lights and dash lights, which is this one. But so when I turn so if I turn this off, so we have no running lights on. If I go to the headlight switch, first stage, headlight. Second stage, brights. Okay. So we might have to relabel some of this stuff. I'm thinking maybe some cooler kind of rocker gauges, or we'll figure something out.
Switch panel?
Something that's a little more...
Not 70s motorhome?
Something more, yes, something a little more supercar, hopefully. Okay, so that's happened so far. So let's just... I guess I don't need my phone here, sorry. So then let's do this first. So actually, I guess I should put dash lights on because we need to see what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna bump this for a sec. Okay. I don't hear a fuel pump, but I'm guessing...
No fuel pump.
Oh, okay.
Mechanical. You'll have to pump it to get the... Alright, well there we go. Fuel's in the filter.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Needs to make it for the car.
Come on, baby. Get some fuel in there. Might be a pretty big fuel bowl in that thing.
Well, it turns over nice.
That's for sure. Oh, she's gonna go.
Life.
She's gonna go. So it just took that much to get love in there. We'll have to see if it sticks too and starts pissing fuel out or something, like the full float sticks. Oh yeah, she's gonna come alive. Try this choke.
Hey, it likes that.
Yeah, it seems to. Choke in a little bit.
Which one is oil pressure? That's oil pressure?
Oil pressure?
Yeah. Looks good.